like it's a 2 hour journey. I've been working on an EP with a producer at the minute around kind of Altrincham and Swinton, and it's like I'm getting into Altrincham. I'm travelling for about 2 hours, and then 2 hours back if I'm getting buzzes. It's a bloody nightmare.
I like Altrincham.
Nice Altrincham, it is. Lovely. Really, really nice spot. I have to get on the tram to get to the road. I've been a tram down. I've done trams today getting into Aston. This woman started explaining to me how the trams work. I don't know if she just thought I was a bit thick or what, but I was just so stressed out and I was getting proper like trying to be nice with woman, but she stood in front of the thing to tap in, telling me about tapping in. I'm going, and like trams, they only sit there for about a minute, and I'm like, let's them up. I know. She's like, so if you just tap on that, if you go to people don't talk to her that often, she just wanted to. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be polite, but I'm proper. I don't like trams. I get very overwhelmed, and then I get very stoppy, and I start being rude to people, and I'm like, I'm with Gina, and I'm trying to be nice to her, but I'm already angry with her. She's making me get on trams. I don't like them.
My dad, his car's due for its, it needs a cam belt, and it's like 500 quid. So I said to him, Dad, you want to go to Kelly's, don't bloody up. I said, why don't you just get rid of your car and use your pissing bus pass? Anyway, I should really. He says, I'm not getting on a bloody bus. I said, why not? And he went, bus people.
He's not wrong, and to be fair, I feel what, these days I haven't had more bother with it. But when you do, that's it. You go on 12 buzzes where it's lovely, no one bothers you, and then the one where it happens, you go, yeah, every time I'm on a buzz, every time it's like, it bothers you enough that you think never again.
It's no rubbish. We're going to do. It doesn't make any difference. It's still going to take 2 days, rub it all down. You could be doing that.
You got plenty of daylight, I'm not here for that long, mate.
Yeah, you go get
Yeah, I know.
Why don't you go and get your guitar and stuff? That's much fun.
Right, but you picked a bad day.
Yeah,
Alfred's
not a good one. Oh. You're picking up all sorts of hobbies at the minute, though, aren't you, mate?
Oh, yeah, can't keep up.
Well, that's a good thing, though.
I've always got a tool in my hand.
Yeah.
So a guitar tool, or a bike tool, or a bloody that scooter thing. He cocked that up to there and just said, Dad, fix this. And I'm like, I'm just looking at it thinking, it says E7. I'm like, I don't know what I mean.
Still just picking stuff up all around and just napping about.
Keeps track chip it, 'cause it goes 15 miles an hour. Chip them, but make them go 30 miles an hour.
They're illegal then, though, aren't they? That's the thing. Nobody bothers about it, though, really. It's one of them.
That's it. He's drove past loads of coppers with it, and they've all been fine with him. But it's like I said to him, you just get that odd copper who wants to be an arsehole, who will take it off him.
Well, the problem is, more than anything, though, it's like, it's the only thing you think about in a tractor or an e-scooter. It's hard to tell the difference between him and the other lot, you know what I mean? Like, not saying it looks rough, but, like, you know, an e-scooter where you hood up, you immediately go, bloody hell, what's he doing with that? Like,
I think they should give you the option to make them legal on the road, because police use them. You can hire them in towns, so you can use them legally that way, but you're not allowed to own them.
yeah, but it's like, wouldn't it?
Well, same as bikes. Bikes are also 50 miles an hour, so what's the difference?
Some of that, he knocked on the door, didn't he? About 9:30, which was his time for coming in. So I just at the front door, I said, I'll get it. He says, I just want to show you something. I've been practicing wheelies. So he's wheeling up and down main road, in dark, with lights on, with tractor on. And I just said to him, I said,
Everybody else on the street get into it tonight. Well, that's the thing. Nobody likes to be 13-year-olds out, and nobody ever did. You know what I mean? That's his tale as old as time. It's like
he had his
they can't win at that age.
He had his lights pointed down the road. And I said to him, like, why's your bloody light pointed down the floor? He went, really got me from there.
like even round Hamilton, and it's like because there's loads of like older people and all that. You can always hear all the kids go past, going, "Oh, there they go, they're in trouble." And I've spoken to a couple of them like when they're doing wheels, and it's like they're nice young lads. It's a nice place. I was not rough. They're just gangs of 13-year-old lads. Do you know what I mean? Old people don't like them.
That's it. When I was 13, we were all like skinheads and 14-year-old docs and tycoons. And we looked like bothered. In fact, there used to be adverts on telly, like "Don't judge a book by its cover."
Yeah.
And this lad with docs on and flying jacket, he's running at some old bloke, and this old bloke's like, and then he like wrestles this bloke to the floor, and then just as he gets this old bloke to the floor, all this scaffolding falls down, and it's like, advice, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
I always remember in the 80s they brought this law out that if there were more than a gang, more than 5 people in a gang, it was classed as an unsocial gathering or something like that. So like, coppers were turning up on the park. Like, alright, come on, let's see many of you.
Yeah, this birth.
The park? I don't even know half of them.
How you got attacked at school? Toodles.
I heard about this, yeah. Toodles was always rough, I was saying to these.
Next door's car got smashed.
Oh, yeah. Going downhill this place, isn't it?
Where's he gone?
He's upstairs messing.
You seen your dad's guitar?
Is that what this is, it? Really kit, that, isn't it? Got a wide neck on it.
Les Paul.
I don't play a lot of Les Pauls.
You know, that's the only thing I don't like about Les Paul. My fingers aren't long enough.
It's a wide neck. It's a harder guitar to play, it is.
But everybody,
Right, you picked it up a bit, have you?
out a bit.
Oh,
Harry showed me how to do thunderstruck.
yeah.
So I did that like every night for a week. And then he showed me something else. And I said to him, I said, like, rather than showing me, I said, you need to just write it down for me.
Yeah.
I said, because you show me something and then you go to bed and I can't remember what you
I can't remember stuff. That's the thing at me. I'm working with these musicians and stuff, but these days it's like I play guitar right when I'm live and stuff, and I do it on my own. But when it comes to doing the recordings and stuff like that, we get people in for all that. I'm the writer and I'm the singer, and that'll do me. You know what I mean? People dedicated their lives to guitar. I'm like, get them in. You know what I mean? Pay them a couple of bob.
He's crafty about it. It's like, he never takes no for an answer. He's got this classical guitar upstairs.
Oh yeah.
And I bought it him, saying like, you know, when you're lying in bed and you just think or something, I said, you don't have to plug an amp in.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I said, it's just handy. You can just pick it up and he's like. So in the end, I decided I was getting rid of it. So it ended up down here. And then it disappeared back upstairs. And I said, like, have you changed your mind now? And he went, yeah. He said, I just don't like it. I said, why? He said, because it's got plastic strings on it. I said, it's a classical guitar.
Yeah, the nylon strings. Yeah.
And he went, no, nylon strings are guitars for kids. I said, they're not. Classical guitars have nylon strings.
They were really, I remember thinking the same thing in the early doors, and these days I'm glad that I've got one because it's a really nice sound. Yeah, it's a great bit of kit.
Well, because I had spare strings, he's like, just put that on, put that on. So I put some steel strings on the guitar. And it sounds like, you know when you're a kid and you make a guitar elastic band.
Yeah, it won't sound great. It'll damage it as well, is the only thing.
Well, that's what I read the night after.
Yeah, it will.
I said to him, I'm going to take them strings off that guitar. He said, why? I said, because there's no truss rod in it or anything.
Yeah.
It's made for nylon strings.
Yeah.
I said, and all we're going to do is bend it in half.
Yeah. No, they are. They're built for them.
He says, that's genius. It just goes, well,
yeah, it will see.
Forza Horizons 5's coming on PS5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like some of the Forza stuff. I do like the car games and that, but these days I don't play any games. But if I do, I've only got one on Xbox Ones. So everything runs horrendously.
It's coming on PS5.
Yeah, but I can't bring myself to drop 250 quid on one.
Come on.
A couple of weeks ago, I've just been looking on Facebook. I just type in guitar, put the price to less than 40 quid.
Yeah.
And if something comes up decent, that's less than 40 quid, I just go and get it.
Well, the thing is with stuff like guitars as well is there's loads of people that get rid of guitars because the son's left home or something like that. They don't know quite what it is. So they just put guitar, what looks like it's worth about 30 bob. And don't get me wrong, they're never going to be worth 500, but they might be worth 100 rather than 30, so it's worth doing.
Yeah. But one come up the other night, and me being a good husband, I thought, I'll wait till tomorrow and leave it with Vicky. And it was 150 quid, loft clear out, and there was a Gibson Explorer, there was a Gibson mandolin, there was a bloody Martin. What were it? 18 guitars, 9 acoustics, and the rest were electric. But they'd literally been in a loft for about 20 years. You know, strings had gone rusty, and
Yeah.
this Gibson Explorer, that was the only one
Yeah,
that I was excited about. And I said to Vicky, we'll go for these. And then she went, yeah, we can make some money out of them. I went, fucking gone now.
Yeah, it will be.
The Gibson Explorer was on the day after, the strings and the book was on for 1,500 quid.
That's a Gibson, yeah.
He hadn't even painted it or anything, he just put some strings on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't even put the strings on it, it'd still go for a couple hundred bob at least.
Yeah. But I hate all this where people buying like really nice shiny guitars and then taking sandpaper to them and trying to make them with gold.
Relic,
It's like, it's
I don't get it.
sacrilege.
The thing is, relic guitars are cool. If you've had a guitar, you bought it new, and you've toured it for 10 years, so it looks a bit beat up. I'm here for that. I'm not here for playing your first gig and, oh, wow, well, you must have had some work out of that guitar. He's like, no, I bought it last week and I've just been whacking it against the wall for a bit.
Yeah. But that one, when I got it, it was a girl who bought it on. And she's like, I tried for ages, but I cocked it up. I'm like,
Looks really good, mate.
that's because I've re-polished it all.
What is it?
It's 1961.
Is it? Nice. I don't play a lot of electric guitar, to be fair. I've been doing a bit of it in these studio sessions here and there, but every time I wind up, what do you in a room full of people, I play something, I go, yeah, look, we'll get the other guy to overdub it. You know what I mean? Like, I put the ideas down, I can play in time and things like that, but it's nothing impressive. You know what? It's one of the biggest regrets, really, because when I learned to play guitar, I was a massive Oasis fan. So when I learned enough that I could play every song I knew, I was done. And then a couple of years later, I got into other stuff. I learned maybe 5 more chords. Now I know my way around and stuff, but
That top point there, she sanded that down, that bit that's on your knee.
all right, yeah.
She sanded that down to wood,
Oh, I see.
and then the other side, where your arm starts catching it, there, she'd sanded that down. And the back, she'd just got a chisel and took all that out. I've had to refill that with super glue.
It looks good though. It's a smart bit of kit, definitely. Nice. Nice.
And humbuckers, she just sanded the front of them.
Christ, that's just dangerous, if anything. Electronics.
Oh, it's your book.
I'm working with this bloke at the minute. He's fantastic. This producer was, he's a great guy. We just found a couple of songs I did at an open mic that he was really into. So we've got a bit of a partnership going and we're going to do a split and try and get some of these songs on the radio and do gigs and all this. Today, it's something I've been wanting to do for ages. Now that I'm not working all the bloody time, I can do stuff. It's really, really cool. I'm really enjoying it. But everybody else that's involved in that kind of industry does different kind of work to me. Like he fits kitchens and he's an actor on the side. That's stuff that, you know what I mean? Like you'll find work for a few months, then you've got your money so you can go out for a month. So he bells like, we're going to do this studio session on Thursday, and I'm like, mate, I can't just sack off Thursday. He goes, listen, mate, when we get this sorted, you won't be worried about working on that. That sounds ace, mate. But right now, I am worried about working on that. I can't just go, listen, guys, I'm going to be a star, so I'm going to have to take next Thursday off. And he's being dead sad about it and that, but it is just everybody else that's involved in the sessions, they're of a similar nature, so they can all, it's like, well, it works for everyone else. And I'm like, I've only had this job 3 months, I can't. If you give me a bit of notice and other people aren't off, I can take time off, I can, but
Yeah, I must admit, that's the only trouble with like getting into music. There are two halves of people that are into music. There are the hippie student half
yeah.
that just wants to get into something. And they were always the ones that I sort of came across. Guitars with flowers painted on them.
Yeah, that's funny that.
Well, I got 3 the other day, didn't I? 30 quid for 3 guitars. One was an Encore. One
Most people
well,
putting a lot of that, to be fair.
to be
I
fair,
mean, to be fair though, an Encore Les Paul, you can probably plug that for 20 quid alone if you cleaned it up. So if you've got 3 for 30, it's not that it's about, it's just whether or not you can, I couldn't be asked personally, I'd rather just keep the 30 quid.
yeah, but believe what one of them is. $1954.
That's to be very fair. That's a mountain, that.
Yeah,
Where are you buying these bloody things?
Facebook. That was in the 30 quid for 3 guitars.
Who's
Well,
selling that?
But this, all that were crushed. The neck was like up,
Yeah.
but a kid had stood on this, so I just like re-glued the struts underneath, held them with a piece of wood, left it for a couple of days, and it's still got a little bit of a dip in it.
Yeah.
But
this is the thing, though, most people just
adjustable brakes and everything.
most people just couldn't be asked. You know what I mean? They see something broke, they go, right, see if we can make 10 quid out of it rather than.
But that's it. I just put serial number in online, and it was coming up with like 4,500 quid.
See,
And
the Martins are a good bit of kit, definitely.
I'm probably chuffed with that one.
Yeah. Smart.
Smash it.
None of them are in tune like,
But there were
He
that.
gets, when he does it, he gets Harry to come down and tune it for him.
So I do it. And then,
Little devil.
Yeah.
and then I get Harry to tune it.
I'm a bit of a strum on that, Harry, and tune it.
I know how to tune the guitar, I just like to get him involved.
To be fair, it's one of them. I know how to tune it like, by ear and all that, but I've never been one to be asked with it. I just get the phone out, me. I do it at gigs. I'm just like, I've got these to shut up for a couple of seconds and then little guitar tuner things going ding, ding.
I quite fancy myself as a luthier.
Oh yeah, well, to be fair, yeah, I mean, there's a bit of craftsmanship too. It looks like they're in good nick, so.
That's my next job. I'm going to buy a kit.
You
Well,
know.
do you know what? You can make some money out of it. Whenever I get guitars set up, I don't do it very often because I know my way around enough to make the minor adjustments that keep them in a good state. But when I've left something in the loft for a while, I'll pay someone. It's like 60, 80 quid.
Yeah.
And it is stuff that it's like, they've said to me before, because I've used Boobs a few times in the centre, and I know him really well because he does the walking group and he's come in the bar a lot. And he'll say, mate, to be honest with you, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm placing you. I know you can do this. I go, yeah, mate. I'm sure what it needs, because I'll pay for a lot of things for convenience. It's like, so I've done it before, it took me 2 hours. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'd rather pay 60 quid and have those 2 hours to do something else.
I'm just trying to get my head around intonation at the moment. It's like,
That's just about trust rather than like, it's just about like the neck really more than anything from like the bridges and stuff.
yeah, but it's like you tune the guitar and then you tune it again from the 12th
Yeah.
fret. And once they're both the same, it's done.
Yeah.
But it's like, once I tune it again from the 12th fret, I've untuned
Yeah.
what it was before. Honestly, I've spent hours watching videos and everything, and then it's like, fuck off, it sounds alright.
Yeah. There's a certain art to it. I don't really know exactly how to get it right, but because I've had a few guitars over the years where it's like suddenly the notes don't add up, and it's like, right, that's when someone's getting paid. I'm not doing that. But it's the thing, if you enjoy it, it's one of them. Whenever someone says to me, "Oh, you can do it yourself," I was like, "Yeah, but I wouldn't I wouldn't be having a good time doing it. Do you know what I mean? It'd be getting on my nerves.
Yeah,
Do you want another fruit, Tommy?
I'm okay, thank you very much. Cheers for that.
I've got a big string rattle and everything.
Yeah. No, it's not a bad thing to know at all.
But the first guitar I did it on, Harry kept saying like, it's in tune, it plays nice. I said, but there are certain things that I try and play. He said, and if it's like fast, he said, I get loads of
Yeah,
the
rattle.
I said, oh, actually, neck, come here. So he gets it down, and it's like lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Okay.
And I'm like,
You're not fetching it there.